Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Our property cannot be wise. Our relations cannot be wise. For example, wife, husband, they cannot be wise. Wisdom does not exist in the things. Wisdom doesn't exist in the relations. The wisdom doesn't exist in the mind. Wisdom is located, the loci of the wisdom is intellect. And therefore, an intelligent person is never miserable. Living intelligently is living in wisdom. In the second chapter, Bhagavan Sri Krishna glorified the intellect. Buddhau sharanam anvichya kripanaha phalahetavaha. Take refuge in the intellect, but don't become intellectual. There is a difference between the intellect and the intellectual. Intellect person or intelligent person is never miserable, and intellectual is intelligently miserable. They decide under these conditions anybody can be miserable and I am that anybody. See friends. Therefore, about 8 times Bhagavan uses the word intellect. Buddhau sharanam anvichya kripanaha phalahetaha. So when Bhagavan Krishna uses this word intelligence so much, Arjuna asks a question. His question is, what are the signs of a man living in wisdom? Sthita prajnasya ka bhasha samadhistasya keshava Sthita kim prabhasheta kimasita vrajeta kim. 4 things are told. Questions are, what is the meaning of a man living in steady wisdom? For him, what is the meaning of meditation? Does he do meditation and suffer silently? What is the meaning of meditation? Most of the people, they get lost in this funny thing called as meditation. So, a wise man, does he waste him time in meditation, or what is the meaning of meditation for him? Number 1. Sthitadhi kim prabhasheta. How does he respond to the world? Then the third thing, look at me, there is nothing to look there. I am more beautiful than all they put together. When you look that side, I feel jealous. Now, your total attention should be only on me, nowhere else. You can see them afterwards. I will not be available. So, how do we respond in the world? How a wise man responds us? Second question. Third question is, when he moves in the world, a wise man doesn't sit in a cave. He moves in this world. How does he move? And fourth question, what is the foundation of his wisdom? These are the 4 questions. In reply to this, the next few verses are told. The first thing, what is the meaning of meditation for a wise man? How does he live? Bhagavan Sri Krishna tells in one simple verse, Prajahati yada kaman sarvan parthamanogatan atmannevatmana tushta sthita prajnas tadochate. When we carry minimum or a zero burden of desires, you are the wisest person in the world. You are living in meditation. Now question is, what is desire? Okay. Expressions of desires are manifold. One expression is, we want to suggest and give advice to everybody, whosoever is around us. Desire. Second thing, Desire also means personal likes and dislikes. I don't like this, I like this thing. Nobody asked you. Nobody I told. See? Number 3. We insist things should happen according to our choice. That is desire. Number 4. When the desire is a burden on our mind, we are not at peace. Even one single desire is enough to disturb our peace of mind. To understand this, take an example. You all travel. You all, don't scold him, he is listening to me. There was one lady, she was telling one Mahatma, Maharaj, you know, when we come for satsang, to your satsang, that man, he is constantly looking at me. He is a very bad person. He only looks at me continuously. So the Mahatma ji was like me, pakkad. He said, really? But how do you know he is continuously looking at you unless you look at him continuously? See, friends, don't bother about the world. Focus attention on yourself. Those who are above 40, they can sit in the chair. Those who are below 40, they can sit on the floor. Let us see how many. All are above 40. I should have made it something different, I think. Therefore, any desire you carry, you will be the sufferer. Now one example, you all travel a lot. And when you have to catch the early morning flight, so you decide, let me go to sleep quickly after dinner, and thereafter morning I will get up, prepare myself, become fresh, take a nice shower, and go to the airport in the morning at 4 o'clock. So you finish your dinner very quickly, finish your bath, everything, and go to sleep, so that you can wake up early in the morning. So from that sleep till we wake up, that 5-6 hours, you see in your watch at least 398 times. What is the reason? Reason is one desire. I should not miss the flight. If one desire destroys our total night, we are carrying the Himalayan desire. Therefore, what is the meditation? Meditation is living at 0 desire levels. See? And is it possible? Yes, possible. Only remember one thing. Like, I go and stay in so many houses throughout the world. Now, everywhere, you don't get everything that you need or that you want, or it should be according to your choice. You cannot get it. Then how to do, what to do? Start counting down. So, when I landed in New Zealand, 7, 6, 5, 4, when I know I have to go, why get involved? Desire, freedom means don't get involved in anybody's business. Stand apart. That is meditation. It becomes very simple. Don't suffer silently, sitting in a most unenviable posture and suffering silently. And I tell you the meditation that the people suggest. In Europe, I was invited for one international yoga conference. And then Mahatma Ji there, he took us for a, walk around, showing some places, very holy place. And then it was scorching sun, 12 o'clock. Heat was at its peak. In an open park he took, only stones and gravels, not even one patch of lawn. He stopped. He said, now here we'll sit for meditation. And what meditation? Sit down. Everybody sat down. I saw one tree and on a parapet wall I sat. He looked at me. I looked the other direction. And then his meditation was, now I will ring the bell. He took out the ghanti from his pocket. When the bell rings, start meditation. And again when I ring the bell, meditation is over. You know, start meditation. Now what will be the meditation? When is the next bell going? See friend, that is not meditation. Meditation is be yourself. Don't struggle to become anybody. Be attentive. Living in the light of wisdom means the art of unbecoming. Don't become anybody. Remain as nobody. But what happens if I am a mother, father? Then if the kids are there, I have to tell them something. Without that, how can I be a mother, father? I have to tell. See, don't become anybody. You are in meditation. And therefore, wise people are able to move around the world without getting disturbed. And we go from one room to another room within our house and we are disturbed. Don't get involved with anything or anybody in this world. Principle number 1, to live in the light of wisdom. That doesn't mean, okay, nobody wants me. I'm just like that. Unwanted furniture in this house. No. Then, Atmannevatmana tushtaha. Remain ever cheerful and happy. And for that, only one principle. Anybody asks you by mistake, how are you? Don't take revenge. How are you? Better. And then you start such a live demonstration that the listener starts getting that pain everywhere. No. Anybody asks you a question, how are you? Fire. I am on the top of the world. But the word should carry the meaning. How are you? I am on the top of the world. No. See friends, remain cheerful and happy. That is the only purpose of our life. A person who is always cheerful and happy, he is living in wisdom. Living in wisdom is living in meditation. Such masters do not do meditation. Anything that is done ends. Anything which begins concludes. Meditation never begins. It never ends. We live 24/7 in meditation. Atmannevatmana tushtaha. Then alone the wisdom remains steady. Steady body is not meditation. Steady wisdom is meditation. Our meditation is the 5-star spirituality. AC, UC, IC, DC. You see this many people when they do meditation, they have got such a big paraphernalia. Pillow here, pillow there, pillow under. And then I am not joking. This happened in Germany. We had a 3-day workshop there. And after lunch, there was 2 hours break. And again, we had to start. So I said, I'll go for 2 hours for a walk and come back. Then we'll start. After I come, give me a cup of tea. So when I came back, after about 1.5 hours, I was preparing a cup of tea. And there were dozens of beer cans lying there. All of them had taken beer, sufficient quantity. And when we were having the meditation, everybody was in Shambhavi Mudra. That is not meditation. Remain cheerful and happy. Living in wisdom. Number 2. This was first question answered. How or what is the meaning of a man of steady wisdom? What is the meaning of meditation for him? These 2 things. Now, second question was, Prabhasheta kim? How does he respond? The world comes to us and we go to the world. 2 ways. How the world comes to us? Only 2 ways. There is no third way. discomforts or comforts. There is no third thing. So, Bhagavan says there, Dukkheshu anudvignamanaha. When the difficulties and miseries come in our life, the wise man doesn't become miserable. See, when we enter any country, they give us, the immigration form, and you don't have to write a thesis. You have to simply write yes, no, yes, no. And there are a dozen questions. Are you a member of active terrorist organization? Yes, no. Option is given. They don't tell you are. You tell. Then, are some criminal proceedings pending against you? Yes, no. Are you carrying the biological materials harmful to this country? Yes, no. So many things are given. So you have a choice. Say no, 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 no. Nobody will stop you. They will not question you. In the same manner, when we were entering this world, the Lord gave us one immigration form, and there it was written, Anityam asukham lokam imam prapya. You are entering the world which is full of miseries. Question: do you want to become miserable? Options: yes, no. Those who are given the options, yes, they will be always miserable. We can blame the cause of misery to others. That freedom we have got. See, misery is because of wife, because of husband, because of children, because of the guru, because of the government, because we agree. But we are all miserable by our choice. Refuse to be miserable. That is the real meaning of yoga according to Bhagavad Gita. See friends, Bhagavan says in the 6th chapter, Tam vidya dukkha sanyoga. When the miseries arrive in your life, viyogam, you refuse to be miserable. That is called as yoga. Yoga is not twisting the body and then suffering afterwards. What happened? No, I was doing yoga, the hand doesn't become straight now. Who told you to do all these funny things? See friends, therefore, miseries will come in our life. Everybody gets miseries. But all are not miserable because the option is given to us. A person who doesn't become miserable, when the miseries come in life, he is living in the light of wisdom. And this can be done by a very simple way. Find out who doesn't have the miseries in life. Everyone has something or the other. Even an electric post, it has got a miseries. You know that? This I have seen in Delhi. I was staying in a Bengali colony, and early morning these Bengali matas, like the Kali Mata, get up in the morning without any proper dress and all that, directly get out of the bed with the lead in the hand, and the dog is leading. Because they have to take the dog for a morning show. And the dog also is very particular. I want my khamba. I won't go to any post. So he has to go to that post. And when he goes to that post, the post starts telling, oh God, aa gaya. And after going there, he will do that job. Everybody has miseries in life. There is none in this world who doesn't have miseries. If you don't want miseries, die. Only dead people don't have miseries. See friends, if you have got misery, congratulations, you are still alive. See friends, don't have that wrong notion, I am most unfortunate. All the miseries come. No, everybody has the miseries. Dukkheshu anudvignamanaha. Second thing, sukheshu vigataspruha. When comforts come in our life, we become extremely attached to those comforts. I was going to Kailash many years before in mid-90s. Those days there were no roads, no nothing. Our jeep used to go through the river. The water used to come even covering the bonnet of that car, So horrible it was. So the lady who organized for our trip, everything she did. I said, Mama, you are not coming? Swamiji, I don't want to tell you lies, I am not coming. I said, why you are not coming? Any problem, health problem? No, no health problem. There is no commode on the way. And without commode, I cannot go. Imagine. So commode is more important than Kailash. We become so extremely attached to the comforts that little bit of discomforts are enough to upset our life. Therefore, friends, please remember this. Be comfortable in every situation. Like, the doll you must have seen, it has got a heavy base. It is not flat, it is round bottom flask type. Anyway, she is coming. We should be like that. Wherever we are, be at peace. Decide. Don't expect anything to be repeated. Sukeshu vigata spruha. And how it should be so effortless, like the tortoise. A tortoise never fights with anybody. A tortoise never runs away. He never faces anybody. Then he withdraws. All the 6 things, 4 legs, head and the tail. When some danger comes, he immediately withdraws. Do whatever you like. Okay. We also have to do the same thing. 5 sense organs and the mind. 6 of them. Wherever you are, we should have the freedom to withdraw from the world in a fraction of moment. If we can withdraw from the world in a fraction of moment, we are leading in the highest wisdom. Is it possible? Yes, it is possible. Technique, sir, technique is very simple. Change the topic. Whenever you feel the topic is getting nasty, unwanted, arguments, logic, suddenly, excuse me, I have to go to toilet. Nobody can challenge. Yad gatva nanivartante tad dhama paramam mama. Narad Bhakti Sutra tells, Vado na avalambyaha. Don't get lost in arguments in life. Never try to prove anything to anybody. You will be able to withdraw without any efforts. One experience I told you, last time probably I told you. I went to Heathrow, London, 9 hours flight. Thereafter, when Amma was to drive me to a church for a talk on the message of Bhagavad Gita to humanity. So the drive was 3 hours. And when she was driving, I said, Mama, probably we are going the wrong way. Swamiji, I am here for last 35 years. I know it better. I said, that doesn't disqualify you from making mistakes. No, I am all right. All right. After going 10-20 miles, she said, Swamiji, you are probably right. I have taken a wrong exit. What should be done? I said, follow Indian technology. Go reverse, wrong side. No, we cannot like that. I said, then suffer. 40 miles we had to go to take a U-turn from the express highway. And by the time we reached that church, I was expecting all must have gone. But they were very sticky. They were waiting for 1 hour extra. So when I reached there, directly from the car and the lecture started for 1.5 hours. Tea, coffee, everything. Then I had dinner. And after the dinner, I was watching a documentary on Tibet. Very beautiful documentary, BBC documentary. So that lady who brought me, she said, Swamiji, go and sleep now. I said, Mama, nobody has ordered me. I do what I like. No, 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 I am not telling you that. You must be tired. You came all the way 9 hours, 4 hours, again so much. Take rest. I said, no, I am not tired. She said, this is what I want to ask you. How come you are not tired? I said, I also don't know. No, she said, I want to be like you. I said, that is impossible. You cannot be like me. Then why? No beard. Longer the beard, stable is the wisdom. Shorter beard, doubtful is the wisdom. No beard, no, 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 Swamiji, please. I said, okay, listen. Your life is a struggle. You want to prove something to somebody. Don't do that. Don't prove anything to anybody in this world. Be yourself. Our whole life is this struggle. And what we want to prove? I am a goody-goody. See, I have concern for you. Therefore, I am telling you, but everybody is telling me. Who asked you to show concern? Don't get involved. Be yourself. Bhagavad Gita says, Uddhared atmanatmanam natmanam avasadhet. We are in this world for our spiritual evolution. There is no other purpose. And spiritual evolution is directly proportionate to the quantum of happiness that expresses through you. But a miserable person, he will be always having complaints and always suggesting and always wanting the things to change. He is not living in wisdom. Therefore, like a tortoise, have the freedom to withdraw in a fraction of moment. See? Those people who are able to do that, they never have a problem of going to sleep. The moment they land on the bed, immediately the Shastriya Sangeet begins. In a fraction of a second. Why they are able to sleep? Because they can withdraw. Those who cannot withdraw, they will be first of all sleeping in a Shavasana. Even then the sleep doesn't come. Then on the left side, even then the sleep doesn't come. Then right side, then Bhujangasana. Then they will get up, go to the kitchen, have a glass of milk, again try to sleep. They can't withdraw. Every disturbance comes from Mr. Somebody. If you remain nobody, in a fraction of a second, you are withdrawn. Now try this right away. We'll play living in wisdom. At this moment, we all have become somebody or the other. So let us play somebody. As you are sitting, perfectly all right. Don't change your postures. Simply close your eyes and play that you are husband or wife, and see what thoughts come in your mind. Stop. Now become parents or children and see what thoughts come in your mind. Stop. Now the last one. Remain as nobody. Don't become anybody. Stop. Open your eyes and ears and listen. When we became husband or wife, the thoughts were in relation to wife and husband. When we became parents or children, the thoughts were in relation to children or parents. When we remained as nobody, no thoughts. So what is the technique of withdrawal from the world? Remind yourself, you are nobody. And this is the truth. Only thing we are not investigated. How somebody is born and this somebody who is born is miserable. One day one couple came and they are complaining about each other. So the husband took out the trump card and he said, Swamiji, please tell her, I am elder than her. She should respect my age. I said, I am sorry, I'll take her side. How come? I said, did you get married in a sequence or together? You got married together, isn't it? Yes. Therefore, your age as a husband and wife is the same. Then I asked, how many years you are married? He said, 15 years. I said, therefore you are having fighting. You are teenagers. Man may be 40 years, but husband is 15 years. And who is miserable? Not the man. See, just come to realize this. When we are identified with the body, then only some bodies are born. In the deep sleep, what happens? We do not remain identified with the body, therefore we are nobody. So play this. Don't become anybody. Remain as nobody. The moment you are disturbed, immediately start, hey, I am nobody. Anywhere, any place you can practice this. Except while driving a car. I am nobody. Don't do that. That time you are a driver. See, friends, withdrawal from the world is called as coming back to your nobody status. Observe this. We are always disturbed only as somebody. See, friends, and if somebody is born after body identification. Come to recognize this. Now, next step. This body with which we are carrying the burden on our head, is this body created by us? You may say, I am a self-made man. Like an amoeba, by binary fission I am born. No. See, friends, our body is not created by us. Number one, the body doesn't listen to us. And yet, I am the body. Because of this sin, we all suffer in life. In one text, Sanat Sujatiya, a very beautiful thought comes, where it is said, Anyatha santamatmanam anyatha pratipadyate kim tena na krutam papam chorena atma apaharina. We are essentially divine. But instead of recognizing and living as a divine being, we are living as a miserable entity. This is the highest sin. There is no more sin than becoming miserable. Okay? If your father is very rich and you go and beg on the roadside, will you feel good about it? In the same manner, the Divine Lord is very much manifesting through us. Instead of allowing Him to express, we are unnecessarily miserable. Don't do that. Everything that is needed for us is provided to us. Don't compare, don't argue, don't react. Then, like the tortoise, withdraw. There was a dog, and the dog wanted to go to some town, from one town to another town. I don't know the places here. From here, today where did we go for lunch? Papakura. वहाँ भी पाप है. So we started from his house. We went to Papakura. So one dog decided he has to go to Papakura. He calculated. He took the GPS and he calculated. Oh, it will take 10 days if I run every day 10 miles. Take rest. He calculated. And first day, this is happening in India, not in New Zealand. Because in New Zealand, dogs are dumb. They don't even bark. They look at you. Indian dogs are live dogs. So when the dog decided, he started running. First station came. He said, now first station has come. I'll take rest. You may think you will take rest, but the local dogs, all of them bounce on him. Wow, 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 wow. So he had option. Either fight with those or put his antenna down and start running. He opted for the second option. He ran. He went to the second destination. There fresh quota of the local dogs were available. Oh, he has come from outside. Wow, 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 wow. From there also he put down his antenna and ran. The distance what he planned, he has to reach in 10 days, he reached in 2 days. In the same manner, what is the destination of our life? Being happy. Not becoming happy. Don't become happy. Be happy. When you become happy, hey, we ask questions to people, hey, how come you are so happy today? Because he has become happy. Normally he is miserable. See, friends, this is possible when you have the art of withdrawal. Don't get involved like the tortoise, withdraw within yourself. See? And then the third thing, how does this wise man interact when he moves in the world? There Bhagavan gives a very simple and beautiful technique. He says, Vihaya kaman yes sarvan pumascharati nispruhaha nirmamo nirhankaraha sa shantim adhigacchati. He goes to the house of Shanti. Shantim adhigacchati. Now who is he? First, Vihaya sarvan kaman yaha pumascharati. The one who doesn't remain stagnated like a pond. Keep moving, keep moving. It is said, the rolling stones do not gather moss and mass, both. Keep moving. Don't hang on to the same place all the time. See, friends, charaiveti, charaiveti. Most important. Pumascharati. We keep on holding on to one event somewhere. I'll tell you one example. There was one couple, both of them are not from Pune. That lady, she was a mobile specimen of all the diseases. Any disease you say, she had that. So her purse was virtually a pharmacy. Wherever she will go, she will take out that purse and open very religiously. And this, Pandit, they put a Navagraha like this, she'll put all her medicines and very comfortably eat. Never she complained, never she cried, never she has anything against anybody. And her husband is to be very healthy, very smart, always is to make fun of her. My wife survives only on medicines. I have no expenditure on the food, only medicine. And she'll simply smile, say not a word. One day she died. And that moment onwards, This so-called healthy, strong person, he lived for 8 years thereafter, only one japa. She got up in the morning as usual, gave me a cup of tea, she went to her bed, she slept, she never got up. Again, she got up in the morning, gave me a cup of tea, she went to her bed, slept, she never got up. He continued this japa for 8 years. He had no sons. So he used to shunt from one daughter to another, third daughter. And those children used to feel so disgusted. And he had nothing. See? Because you may be physically healthy, but mentally a weakling. A mentally weak person alone goes through these kind of tragedies in life. Be strong enough. And the strength is discovered when you discover independence. Don't be dependent on anybody or anything any time in your life. Discover independence. Otherwise, for everything, there is a dependence. I conduct retreats in India, so I advise them. People don't listen, but I give advice. Being Indian, I have to give advice. When you come for the retreat, come only one. Either the husband or the wife. Don't come together. When they come together, there also samsara begins. And then they want to stay in one room. And in the morning, the ladies normally wake up late. Gents wake up early. So the husband gets up, goes to the bathroom. From there he shouts, "Where is the toothbrush?" She bangs from there. "Are you blind? See there only." When he gets the morning Ashirwad, he becomes okay. Then the second question, "But I am not seeing the toothpaste." "Are you blind or what? See there only." I got it. Then one more question. "Where are my teeth? I have forgotten them." How much dependent on every small little thing. Friends, discover this freedom. Move in this world, but don't be dependent on anything or being. You will see the joy. Therefore, vihaya kamanya sarvan, don't carry an expectation of any kind from anybody. One more example I'll give you. There was one girl who was supposed to come with me to Uganda many years before. So I told her, I said, "Hey, you get your passport made." There was one person sitting, "Swamiji, I'll help her. You don't worry." I said, "All right." Hey, hang around him. So that person, he made her come and go half a dozen times, did nothing. She was so frustrated and she came to me. "Swamiji, that man, he said he will do. I went 6 times, but he does nothing. He's a very bad person." I said, "First of all, keep cool. If you are walking spiritual path, remember one thumb rule. The rule is, we have no right on anybody in this world. Write off your rights right away before they perform your rights right now. No expectation of any kind. This is what keeps us going in life." One person in Singapore airport asked me this question. "So many people, you have been talking and they are hearing you on YouTube, iTube and YouTube and SheTube. But people don't change. Don't you feel bad about it?" I said, "Why should I feel bad? They don't change, it is a good sign. If they will change, where will I go? I want them to be miserable. Then only they can come to me." Friends, God could not change me, so can my talk change others? See, friends, don't have any right on anybody. Today somebody sent me one WhatsApp, because in India there is one temple of Shani Dev and there is agitation going on. there it is said that the ladies cannot enter the temple of Shani. So the ladies, they made a big hue and cry, and they wanted to forcibly enter. So one WhatsApp came. The lady went to Lord Shani. Oh Lord Shanidev, why don't you allow us to enter your temple? Shanidev said, I have given you already one Patidev. Trouble him as much as you want. Don't trouble me. Go away. Don't expect anything from anybody. You will be happier than the happiest. Therefore, Vihaya kamanya sarvan pumascharati nispruhaha. Nispruha means do not expect to repeat the same thing. This is one of the biggest obstacles many seekers suffer. They sit for meditation and then they want to repeat their meditation. And what is meditation? See, last time I sat for meditation, it was such a solid meditation. This time it is not happening. What is the reason? This time it is a liquid meditation. Please remember, meditation is never repeated. It is once. Because meditation is that experience when you transcend your mind. Do you repeat learning of swimming? You learn only once. Do you repeat learning of riding a bicycle? You learn only once. Because the swimming or the balancing on a bicycle is not done by mind. And therefore, there is no possibility of forgetting it. And therefore, it cannot be repeated. Be attentive. Finite alone is repeated. Infinite is not repeated. Chant the Lord's name as we do. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, 1. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, 2. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, 3. Repeat. Now, try to repeat the silence. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Now silence. You cannot repeat silence. Because words are finite. Silence is infinite. Words are created. Silence is uncreated. Words end. Silence doesn't end. Vihaya kamanya sarvan pumascharati nispruhaha. Don't expect anything to be repeated in life. The net result will be you will start remaining in the utter present. See? Otherwise, I was in the house of one Marwadi gentleman, and among Marwadi families, the ladies don't cook. It is the servants who cook, and the servants are normally Brahmins. They are called as Panditji or Maharaj. So the Maharaj cooks the food. Me and my friend were sitting together. And he gave food, and there was something wrong in dal or sabji. And this my friend got so angry. He pushed the thali, became very angry with that cook, and went away. I ate my food. I am very single pointed. Next day again when we sat for the food, I said, now today let me see what is the drama. The food was exceptionally good. Again he became angry. When you know such a good cooking yesterday, why you did not cook good? Arey. Don't expect anything to be repeated in life. The net result, you will remain in the present. When you remain in the present, you have withdrawn from the past, you have withdrawn from the future. See, vihaya kaman yas sarvan pumascharati nispruhaha. Then nirmamaha, nirahankaraha, nirmama. Mama means mamata. Mamata means possessions, possessiveness. We possess our past. When we talk to others, what do we talk? We talk only about our past. I was there, I was here, I was doing, I was there. Nobody asks us. In Badrinath, I was sitting, and there are about a dozen people. We are having a cup of tea, morning time, about 5 o'clock. Cold also, but sunrise was there, and we are having a cup of tea. One person dropped from nowhere. He kicked every, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. He came in front. He said, Swamiji, I am so happy to see you. My two sons, one is in UK, one is in USA, and both of them are well settled in life. I have come here for taking darshan. Now I don't have time. Thank you very much. He went. I didn't ask him. Whenever we talk to others, we talk about our past. Whenever we talk to ourselves, we talk about future. And this is how we suffer in life. Remain in the utter present. You are God. Don't carry the burden of past. जाने कहाँ गए वो दिन भाड़ में तुम भी जाओ. All the time, past. When we were children, who cares? This is one of the biggest problems with all the elderly people. They never live in the present. Back home in India, go back to India, don't stay here. When you are here, be 100% here. When you go 100%. But after going there, in New Zealand, it is like that. It is not like that. Naturally, this is not New Zealand. That is Jomritalaya. Friends, this is simple spiritual life. I am not telling you, put .com over here and become spiritual. No. Be practical in your life. Therefore, Vihaya kamanya sarvan pumas charati nispruhaha them nirmamaha. That means do not bring the burden of your past and unload it on somebody. That is the reason why the elderly people are unacceptable in the younger generation. All the time. जब हम बच्चे थे, we don't understand the basic principle. Nobody is interested in our past. Everybody is concerned about their future. But old age like me have no future. Now old people, what they have future? No future. गम उठाने के लिए मैं तो जिए जाता हूँ. Drop all that dirty thing and remain in the utter present. Nirmamaha. Now the second thing about the past, when we are not able to drop our past, we unnecessarily be attentive. We carry the burden of two things: arrogance of the past success or the guilt of the past failures. That mind which carries guilt and arrogance is the cause of all miseries. See, many times we go for confession and we go and tell that confession box. See, I have done this thing, I have done that thing, I have done this thing. Okay, now you have told me, now I will suffer, you go. See? Don't get into that. Now this principle which I am telling you, be very attentive, understand fully. When we talk about past belongs to the body. The body was a child. The body was born. The body was teenage. The body was middle age. We have no experience of birth, we are not born. We have no experience of remaining as a child all the time. Childhood has come and gone. Teenage has come and gone. Now find out where your childhood body has gone. Swamiji, when I was child, everybody used to lift me, hug me, kiss me. I don't know what happened. When people see me, they take the old newspaper upside down and read it. I don't know why this is happening. See? So whenever we talk about past, we are not ready to give up our identification with the body. When you don't talk about your past, you have given up your identification with the body. Because past belongs to body, not to you. This is spiritual practice. Not going to church, temple and mosque and all that. See, the other day I think Australia was talking. I went to a church and sat outside with my begging bowl. I should get some money. Nothing I got. I got frustrated. I went to a mosque, sat outside with my begging bowl. Nobody gave one dime. I got frustrated. I went to a temple, sat outside with my begging. Nobody gave. Got frustrated. Out of frustration, I went to a pub and sat outside the pub. And within half an hour, my ball was full. I was so surprised. Oh God, why did you give me the wrong address? See, friends, the real God is not in the places. It is in you, nay, it is you. Discover that. See, friends, we get lost in this world because of no understanding about the truth. And here, there is no question whether you are a man, woman, young, old, rich, poor, good, bad. We don't ask you any question. See, Bhagavad Gita tells, Apichedasi papebhya sarvebhya papakruttamaha sarvam vrijinam tarishyasi. You may be holding a doctorate in committing sins, yet you are qualified for liberation. You are never condemned. Only discover your own divinity. See, friends, therefore don't get lost in the superficial world. Oh, you are good, you are so nice and I like helping others. Don't go into that. This is cheating to yourself. Therefore, nirmamaha, then nirahankaraha. Nirahankaraha, carrying the burden of one's goodness. Friends, a lazy person can give up laziness. A workaholic can give up the activities. But a person who gets up early in the morning, does yoga, and then he does pranayam, then he takes bath, he does japa, he does puja, he is a vegetarian, he doesn't do this, he doesn't do this thing, and does a lot of charity work and all that. Now for him there is no possibility of further improvement. And then such a person, I am not like others, sleeping up to 10 o'clock. I get up early morning at 9:45. I am not like others, drinking. I drink dudu. I am not like others, eating non-vegetarian every day. I eat only alternate days. So holier than thou. That holier than thou ego is the most pernicious one. Don't compare your good qualities with the weaknesses of others. About this, I'll tell you an example. Once, one of my book, the guided meditation was published. And one lady took that book and showed to somebody. Swamiji, our Swamiji has written this book, see. And that Swami, he said, oh, what is there to say? It's just okay, nothing great. When he said like that, this Amma got angry. And she gave him left and right. And in that furious mood, she came to my room. And she was telling, I saw her temperature was above normal. Then I said, Mama, I had to go for my lecture, I had to take bath, I had to go to toilet. Therefore, we'll talk later. Okay, excuse me, I'm so sorry. I understand your point. Idea was I was purchasing time, nothing else. Then after that she went, and then again after 15 days she came. Swamiji, that day I said, yes, now you tell me. Because 15 days was enough to cool down her. I said, now you tell me. You spoke very good or bad words to that person. Yes. Why? Because you love me. Is it not? Swamiji, do I have to tell you that I love you? I said, yes, you have to tell me. Okay, I love you. I said, if you love me, what is in your heart? Love. If you have love in your heart, how can you hate anybody? If you really love me, you will never have hatred for anybody in this world. What you think you love me is not love, it is attachment. A person who is attached, he alone has that hatred for others. We simply say, God is love, love is God. So earlier one confusion, what is God? God is love. Second confusion, love is God. Now go on in circle. Love is God, God is love. Love is God, God is love. No. You are God. Discover that. God is that who has no burden of ego. And what is ego? Ego is nothing but the burden of the total past in the form of possessions and relations. Try to talk without reference to your past. In one बंद कर दूं? चलते रहो? Okay, he is joining me hand. जो करना है करो. In one place, I was talking management forum, and there I wanted to explain this principle of ego. I said, today we'll play. The whole lot has come. One child I called, hey, you come and you speak about yourself for 5 minutes. So he said, what to talk? After great silence, I like chocolates. Again big silence. I said, hey, talk something. Oh, what to talk, what to talk. I don't like to go to school. Second thing. Again silence. I said, come on, go ahead, you are talking very well. I have nothing to talk. I said, then stay here 3 minutes. He said, no, I don't want to stay. I said, no, you have to stay here. He said, if you don't allow me to go, I'll do susu here. Then go over. Wait. The second person, 78 not out, he was called. I said, Papaji, now you speak something about you for 5 minutes. We have to call police to keep his mouth shut. For that small child of 5 years, there was hardly any past, hardly anything to talk. These 78 not out, carrying the burden of the total past. Jab hum jawan the, nobody is interested in your past. Therefore, ego is all the time bringing your past in the present. Ego is talking. Those who live in the utter present, they observe moan without efforts. There's nothing to talk. But what happens? That comes out like a vomit. I should not talk, but I did talk. And then regret, I should not have said it. Just observe your own mind. Nirahankaraha. Such a person, Shantim Adhigacchati. He alone comes to Shanti Amma's house. See, Adhigacchati means he alone recognizes peace. We understand by peace means what? There is no noise. No, the real peace is the one which is not enhanced because of the silence, which is not disturbed because of the noise. That is real peace. Therefore, don't give importance to this relative peace. We know only that peace. When there is no noise, no, it's not peace. It is the enemy of the sound. The real peace is the one who is not opposed to anything. Whether there is sound or there is silence, it is the same. Be attentive. We are listening the various noises. We are also experiencing the silence here. If the external noises and the silence are equal for us, we have reached the real peace. But we get so much disturbance, a little bit of disturbances. Living in this peace is living in wisdom. It's possible for everyone. So what is the foundation of living in peace? This wisdom. So don't react, don't retaliate, don't argue. Accept the world as it is. Om Purnah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.